Hi everybody, it's Sam. This video I'd like to talk about the book Possessing Me, a Memoir of Healing by Jane Alexander. Jane Alexander was on YouTube back in like 2008, 2009 when I first figured out there was such a thing as YouTube. And she had all sorts of videos on being in foster care, being in a group home, what was it like in the hospital, how she had bipolar and schizophrenia and how meds didn't work for her. I think I actually found her by typing in like life in a group home because I wanted to know about it. And I think our first video was I found her describing what life was like in her group homes and residential treatments and whatever that she'd been to. So I listened to her videos for a good little while, but I didn't have an account, and I don't believe I like commented on any of them. But I really liked them because it was a different point of view. You know, she is someone that has been through the social service system, through the hospital system, through meds, through therapy, and it just didn't work for her. And she attempted suicide many times, I guess, and it didn't work, and she was alive, and so she decided nothing else had worked, so she went into a self-healing thing of like for 5 years. She did meditation. She was a very alone, I guess, like not alone, but like solitary lifestyle. But it was not like isolated. She was trying to work on herself with, I guess, foods and music, and like, cause I remember she posted these videos about her self-healing, and she talked about, how like with music, she wouldn't listen to any music for a whole month or something. And then she would like play only one type of music for a whole month. Or she would listen to like no music for a month and then like turn on different types of music for just like 3 seconds and see how that like affected her. I don't know. I guess that was the way that she could like take it in only for a little bit at a time. But it was interesting. And she found this Taoist, I don't really know the name of it, but it's this meditation stuff that like really changed her whole life, and I guess took away over the 5 years. She basically lost all of her mental illness symptoms, and they're gone. She doesn't have medication. She has like traits, I guess, of like for example, like people that are manic, they can't be like responsible for like their money because they'll always buy stuff. And I think she has something set up with one of her family members or something where like they do help her with the bills because she does tend to like not have a good thing about money. And she still like talks your ear off in a way that like manic people are stereotyped to like do. But all of it is like toned down, and like, yeah, she has sensitivities, but I guess they're just, she takes them as part of who she is, and she definitely doesn't consider herself to have any mental illness anymore. And she just sort of realized that she was able to just love herself. And like, I know it sounds really cliche, but I guess how she puts it is just like she's just learned to love herself and everything that's gone on and like come to peace with it, I guess. I don't know. It just, that's from like the videos that I've seen that I remember in 2009. Because I pretty much watched all of them, and then all of a sudden all her videos came down because she wrote the book, Possessing Me, and it's in paperback, because I guess they didn't have Kindle in 2010, and it's only in paperback, and so I really want it in Kindle, or audio, so I can read it, and all my friends can read it, because I'm really interested in it. I don't necessarily agree with it. I wouldn't go out and tell someone, hey, why don't you not take meds and go do meditation and, put on 3 seconds of music and see how that helps, but obviously it worked for her, and I give her a ton of credit for choosing to, embrace doing anything with her life after so many suicide attempts, because honestly, I would just keep trying, if it were me, like, I wouldn't have all of a sudden, well, I can't say because I'm not in that situation, but I can't imagine myself after being so, like, in that place of constantly attempting suicide to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna like embrace my life. Like, I just wouldn't, I can't imagine I would think like that. But especially she didn't have anyone. Like, she was homeless at one point. Like, she didn't have any family or anyone to be like, okay, well, I need to live, if nothing else, like for this person, like for my children or for a friend or something. So it was just, I think it's incredible that she did that. And she definitely is an advocate of not giving kids psych meds, which I agree, especially such a young age, at like 3 years old, they're giving kids, that's not good. And definitely saying like pregnant women shouldn't be taking meds, which I agree because it can affect the baby. And so a lot of things she says, and she definitely has a down to earth, she's not pushing this on anyone, she's just saying her experience. I can post her blog so people can see it, and the link to her book. But what I'm wondering is, I'd really like it if Jane, if you would see this video. I know her username was SFJane, and I don't know how to like put the actual, on her channel is only like 2 videos of, one is like her talking about, it's one of her talking about, I guess, I forget like what exactly it is. It's about like recovering from bipolar. It's like one video. And then this other video is like an audio trailer of like really weird voices talking about her book. Like automated voices that were like, "Hello, I read a good book today. What is it? It's called Possessing Me." It's like worse than my screen reader. But I don't know how she said it, why she set it up that way, but it's like these automated voices. Anyway, Jane, I hope you're around, because I try to email you on your email that's on your blog every like few weeks, and I try your blog. On the blog there doesn't seem to be any ability to comment, although I've seen like some comments, but there are recent posts. Like I can tell she posts on it, but like you can't comment on the post, so it's really weird. But anyway, Jane, if you could like message me, that would be awesome, because I want to talk to you about your book. And like I have a friend who's really into mental illness, and he's a journalist, and he'd probably like to talk to you about it, so you could probably get more publicity for your book. I know it's still out there on Amazon, and there are still copies being like sent out. I just hope, Jane, that you're okay, and that you're if you're not on the internet, it's because you're doing solitude, your meditation stuff. But I miss your videos a lot, and they were the first videos I ever saw on YouTube of someone just talking about their issues, and I thought it was really cool. And I really want to read this book, and really the only way for a blind person and other people with reading disabilities to read it, they can't read the paperback, is for it to be on Kindle or audio, like on Audible, which I'd love. So I'd really love it if you could see this video, and if any of Jane's friends see this, or anyone that's read the book, I'm going to put the book title in the tags and in the intro, so people who might have read the book or whatever will, see it. I'll put the link for the blog and the link for the book in the description, so hopefully anyone that's read this book will see this video and hopefully comment or, message me privately about maybe getting the book on Kindle, or if someone would be nice enough to run the book through a scanner, and then OCR software, then we could have the book as a text document, and that would be cool. Anyway, I'm just really curious about the book. So yeah, that's the book, and I hope I can read it, and maybe I can hear from other people that have read it. Okay, thank you. Bye.